these are all the kinds of things that we explore in Prepare and Enrich. And you answered questions about these areas. But before we give you the results, we want you to just think about your relationship and say to yourself, what are some of the strengths? What do we really like about our relationship? And I want, in that one column, there's check 3 strengths that are things that you are most proud of in your relationship.
Okay.
And then look in the other column are growth areas. So select 3 areas that you think are a little problematic maybe for you, you'd like to make better.
Okay.
And each of you do that separately now, and I'll give you a few minutes to do that. And when you're done, we'll have you each share.
Okay, great.
Okay, now that you're done with that, I really want you to share with each other. And in sharing, I'd like you to kind of face each other. And in addition to saying what the topic is, just elaborate a little bit about why you think that's a strength or why you think it's a growth area. Okay?
Yeah.
Maria, would you share with Daniel one of the strengths that you had?
Sure. I had communication as one of our strengths.
You want to elaborate why you think that's true?
Yeah, I feel like there's nothing in the relationship that I haven't been able to tell you or get my point across. So I've not felt that I have been unheard in any of the ideas or issues that I have. So
okay.
I think that's
a strength.
Yeah.
Okay. Daniel, you want to share a strength, another strength with her?
Sure. I put down that financial management is a strength for us.
Okay.
I feel that we're in a pretty good place in terms of our money, and we're able to pretty much do what we want, and we're pretty comfortable where we are.
Okay.
Money-wise.
Good. Good.
Okay.
You want to share another strength with?
Sure.
Daniel?
I had relationship roles.
Okay.
Relationship roles as a strength. I think that we both kind of know where we stand, and we know who makes what decisions about what things, and that kind of works out well. So.
Okay. Daniel, do you have any other strengths you want to share?
Yes, I also put down our spiritual beliefs as strengths, because we agree in terms of our faith. I'd say that we have similar views, and we have actually a similar religious upbringing. So
okay, good.
Yeah.
So now we're going to shift to an area that's a little more challenging, which is areas that you'd like to improve, or areas that could be a little bit better in your relationship. Maria, you want to start with one of the growth areas?
Sure. I put down conflict resolution.
Okay.
As one of them. I think that while I feel that our communication is good, that there's a lot of times when we kind of I don't get from you that you come to an agreement, or I don't feel that you're often resolved in our conflicts.
Okay.
I would agree with that. I also had conflict resolution.
Okay.
As a growth area.
Okay, so what you're agreeing on is that you need to improve that area, and actually we have an exercise called 10 Steps for Resolving Couple Conflict that will actually take an issue and walk through that issue and see if you can get some resolution. You want to start off by sharing another growth area?
Sure. Well, I put down communication as a growth area.
Now, does that surprise you? Because you said that was a strength.
Right.
Yeah.
It does surprise me a little bit, but that's okay.
You want to elaborate why?
I think we have different ways in which we express each other.
Okay.
And I feel like sometimes I don't always get to say everything. And that's sort of my own habit too, but I feel like
do you feel like you hold back and don't share with her, or don't feel understood?
I guess sometimes, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to share
Sure.
growth area?
I had financial management as one of our growth areas.
Okay, and he had it as a strength.
Yes. So I just think that along the same lines, we have different ideas about financial management. I kind of have ambitions to move on and to kind of grow in my finances and to improve my standing financially, and that you kind of are happy with where you are and you don't see a lot of room for improvement in your financial situation.
Does that tie in with you working towards your MBA and
right,
as a
right?
teacher
Because
and
I'm hoping to go on and to kind of advance my career, and he kind of has a safe place that he sits right now. So,
and you know, on that, I feel like where we are now, it's been good.
Okay, you feel comfortable with it, and
Yeah,
she
I do.
doesn't feel quite as comfortable. So you're regarding finances, you haven't combined your incomes yet, but that'll also raise some issues, I think, when we get to that. It's interesting that you're both really willing to talk about this, because there are some growth areas that we're going to need to really look at.
yes.
I mean, you have some real strengths. Leisure activities is a real strength. Your roles are a real strength. But a couple important areas we need to really look at are communication, conflict, and your family. And those are three things that we'll address later in the exercises.